Now, breaking news from Sky Team 11, Baltimore's only news chopper.
And we continue to follow that breaking news out of Annapolis, where we have been told the State House is on lockdown.
Let's check in now with 11 News reporter David Collins, who is at the State House for us right now. David, what is going on there?
We got notice just a few minutes ago from the governor's office, quote, the State House is currently under lockdown for a security threat. Staff members, personnel, and community members on the grounds should shelter in place and listen for any instructions by Capitol Police or other law enforcement. So around 5 o'clock today, police with guns drawn converged on the building in response, as I mentioned, to a security threat. At the moment, that's all the information is available. State House employees have been advised to shelter in place. We've been told that advisory has extended to the House and Senate buildings as well. Police have the streets blocked off around the Capitol building. There's a reception underway at the governor's mansion. A crowd of people in line were allowed to go in. Stragglers, however, are being told to stay away. There's a police helicopter circling, and it appears in addition to Capitol Police, there are a number of police agencies responding. We were in our office working on stories when a photographer came running in and said, police have their guns drawn. There's something going on the ground floor of the State House. We left the office to see what's going on, and police told us to evacuate immediately.
David, what's noticeable as you look at this picture, I mean, this is typically busy around that circle there. You can see the flashing lights. Does this extend beyond the circle? Can you tell where you are?
It does not appear to extend beyond the circle. Now, State Circle goes around the Capitol building, and police have every exit and entrance to the road around the Capitol building blocked by police cars. They've been here for the past almost an hour now, and it is something I don't want to guess. However, they haven't cleared the circumstance yet. So whatever is going on, police have not told anybody it's okay to come out of your offices or resume working in your buildings.
And David, you said there was a reception at the governor's mansion, so Governor Wes Moore and his family are in the mansion, is that correct?
I can't confirm that. Apparently they probably are. The governor's staff, I can confirm, is not at the reception. They are in their offices in the state capitol building. The governor presumably and his wife and family are in the governor's mansion. I do not know off the top of my head what the reception is about. There were a lot of people in line to get there, and the police let those folks who are on the ground in. However, there are a lot of people who were trying to get in, walking up the sidewalk, and police said, no, stay away. We have a circumstance going on here. You're going to have to keep your distance.
And Dave, for people who aren't familiar with state politics, this was a regular work day there today, right? So this would have been a busy building, at least towards the end of the day still.
Well, the Maryland State House itself is a busy building when it comes to state workers. However, the lawmakers at this point of the day have gone back to their offices. What I mentioned earlier, those offices we're told have been advised to stay in a lockdown for safety reasons. So the Capitol building itself, again, there's a lot of reporters in there, there's staff in there, and they're in their offices in a lockdown. Nobody's roaming the hallways except for police, and they are heavily armed.
All right, Dave, be safe out there. We will continue to update this story from the State House again on lockdown. It's been like that for a bit now. Dave and other reporters asked to leave the building and staffers as well shelter in place. We will check in with you in a bit, David. Thank you.